Welcome to a journey through the world of one of America's most hauntingly iconic artists, Grant Wood. You've likely seen his most famous painting, American Gothic, a stern farmer and a woman standing stiffly in front of a Gothic-style house. But have you ever wondered why it feels so dreamlike? In this video, we'll explore Grant Wood's life, his unlikely rise to fame, the strange European influences behind his style, and how his paintings seem to live between reality and fantasy. This is not just about art. It's about mystery, symbolism, and how one artist created a language all his own. The painter from the cornfields. Grant Wood was born in 1891 in rural Iowa. A quiet, observant child, he grew up in Cedar Rapids after his father's early death. Life was modest, far from glamorous, and yet the simplicity of his upbringing became the palette for everything he would later create. The schoolteacher with a brush. Before becoming a household name, Wood worked as a public school art teacher. He took classes in Minneapolis and Chicago, and even dabbled in metalwork. In the 1920s, he journeyed to Europe several times, absorbing techniques and trends, but nothing clicked, until one life-changing commission. A German revelation. In 1927, Wood was commissioned to create a stained glass window for a veterans memorial. Not knowing much about the medium, he traveled to Germany to learn firsthand. There, he discovered something else. The eerie precision and surreal beauty of 15th-century Netherlandish painters like Hans Memling and Rogier van der Weyden. Their influence would change his life. A Gothic house, a strange idea. Returning to Iowa, Wood spotted a peculiar little white house in the town of Eldon. Narrow, steeply gabled, unmistakably Gothic. It sparked an idea. What if he painted people who matched the architecture? He found two models, his sister and the local dentist, and the result became a cultural lightning bolt. The shock of American Gothic. In 1930, Grant Wood submitted American Gothic to the Art Institute of Chicago. It won a bronze medal and a modest $300 prize. But it also became a national phenomenon. Was it satire? A tribute to rural honesty? Or something darker, even mythological? Some claim the woman resembles Persephone, queen of the underworld, and the pitchfork a reference to Pluto. Was Wood hinting at something deeper? Painting the dream of America. After American Gothic, Wood fully embraced his new stylized realism. Paintings like Stone City and Spring in Town depicted small-town life with infinite detail and unnerving precision. It was Midwestern life, but through the lens of a dream. The surreal precision of the countryside. Wood's paintings began to feel almost cinematic, or like something from a model train set. Landscapes unfolded like storybook scenes. His brush turned barns and wheat fields into poetic icons. Critics and fans alike struggled to categorize him. Was this realism? Satire? Surrealism? The Netherlandish imprint. Wood remained loyal to the Northern Renaissance masters. Their crisp lines, austere expressions, and theatrical backdrops were reborn in Iowa cornfields. He infused everyday farm life with the grandeur of religious altarpieces, except here, the saints were farmers. Paul Revere, Through a Child's Eyes. In 1931, Wood painted the Midnight Ride of Paul Revere. But this was no historical realism. The rooftops looked like Monopoly houses, and the horse like a child's toy. It was history filtered through memory, myth, and Americana, a surreal bedtime story rendered in oils. Dinner for Threshers, altarpiece of rural life. Wood's masterpiece Dinner for Threshers from 1934 looked like a cross-section of a dollhouse. Echoing medieval triptychs, it was an almost sacred depiction of Iowa farm life. Each object, person, and gesture held meaning, inviting viewers to read it like scripture. Midwestern regionalism, or something more. Grouped with other artists like John Stuart Curry and Thomas Hart Benton, Wood was dubbed a Midwestern regionalist. But his style was unique, more miniature diorama than mural. Some critics today say his work even anticipated the CGI precision of digital animation. Legacy of a quiet visionary. Grant Wood died young, at age 51, in 1942. Yet in that short life, he captured something eternal. His work is celebrated, parodied, and studied, but never forgotten. His America is not just a place, it's a mythic dream that lives on canvas. If you found this story intriguing, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We dive deep into history, art, and the minds behind the masterpieces. What do you think American Gothic really means? Is Grant Wood celebrating or criticizing rural America? Drop your thoughts in the comments. We read every one. Grant Wood's art is both utterly familiar and strangely otherworldly, like déjà vu in a painting. Through precision and parody, solemnity and satire, he created a world where the ordinary becomes iconic. And maybe, just maybe, that's why we keep staring at it, not to understand it, but to feel it.